Hey, yo. I know it's about to be Halloween, but I can't celebrate with you, girl. I can't. And it's not because of like a religious affiliation, which is cool. That's just not my scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like, my problem is I got type 2 diabetes. Check it.
I got diabetes, girl. I can't have no Reese's Pieces. Can't have no buttercups. Cause even if I have one piece, I'm going to sleep. Diabetes, going to bed. Diabetes, can't eat no candy or refined sugars at any time. Cause if I have one piece of a candy cone, 2 pieces of a Reese's, and 1 nibble on the Snickers bar, you're gonna have to take me in your car to the closest ER. Diabetes, girl, I got diabetes. Yeah, you know I'm already sweet. Your boy got diabetes in the morning time. Gotta prick my finger, come on. Gotta see what my levels is at. Because if I don't, then I'm going home. And by home I mean heaven. And by home I mean heaven. Cause the boy got diabetes. Oh, can you read this? Damn, if I fall down, someone call the police. Cause I'ma need some help. If I eat a Reese's Pieces, my feet start to swell. You don't understand. Oh, goddamn. Call me Sugar Man. Because I got the inside of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is what my organs look like. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, I told you. Your boy, I got diabetes when I'm still asleep. Diabetes when I'm in my Jeep. Diabetes when I'm on the beach. Diabetes, got diabetes. Oh, your boy got the diabetes. Oh, I can't go out on the streets singing trick or treat. Because if I have a treat, then I'm gonna be in a hospital suite. Diabetes. I had to eat a steak last year on Halloween. I'm just telling the truth, y'all. Diabetes. I gotta eat low-carb candies. I'm your host, Danny Lopriore, and I'm here. I'm back. And guess what? I can't celebrate Halloween, so fuck you guys. You guys are like, oh my God, I'm going to a party. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to eat all this candy. I can't eat it. You know how hard it is to not steal all my nieces' and nephews' candy, just run up in that shit. If I have a fun-size Almond Joy, that piece of shit candy, I have a Almond Joy, I'm going to have to Almond enjoy the rest of my day in the hospital. God, I was never a big Halloween guy. I was never a big Halloween person. I don't like going out on Halloween. Some people do. Some people do. But not me. I'm not a big fan of it. You want to know why? It's for kids. Halloween is for kids. Stop making Halloween about adults. Halloween is the devil's night. It's a night for the devil. You should be inside. Don't go to a Halloween party. You're 35 years old, man. It's for the children. Don't do it again, and I don't want to hear about you doing it at all, really. Am I mad because I can't partake? Yes. Last Halloween, people had candy. You know what I did? I ate a steak because I couldn't have the sugar or the carbs. You can't have, like, sweets. I'm like, all right, I can still have, like, rice. And they're like, no. I was like, what the fuck do you mean, brother? They were like, you're going to have to cut back on pasta, too. And I just fucking started choking the fucking doctor. Like, who you working for? You're working for my wife. Doctor's just like, you know, the stuff interesting. When you're fat, you're fat. But the thing is like, no matter what character you are for Halloween, you just become the fat version of that. You can't just be that thing. Like, everyone, like, will dress up as, like, Ghostface from Scream. Like, immediately I'm fat Ghostface. I'm like, no, that's not what I'm going for. I'm not going for fat Ghostface. I'm just Ghostface. You know, it's just like, oh, fat Michael Myers. Nice, bro. I'm like, no, it's just Michael Myers, dude. I asked my wife, I was like, what are you being for Halloween? She's like, well, I'm going to be a few things. I was like, whoa. Pick one costume. This is a one costume household. That's it. There should be a limit, one costume per person on Halloween. That's one. Work on that one. Make it great. And that's it. Shouldn't be like costume changes on Halloween. It's not nice to the people that can't afford multiple costumes. Don't dress up in 4 or 5 costumes just trying to see which one's the better costume, and then like then you post all these pictures of you in different costumes. You're an adult! Also, I think on Halloween, you should be allowed to physically punch people if you're scared. If you go to a house that's like super scary and like a guy jumps out, legally, I should be able to just crack him right in the face. Because this guy's trying to scare me, but maybe I don't want to be scared. Maybe I'm just taking a kid to a door. Scare the kid. Don't scare me. Scare the kid. If you scare me, I'm sucking you one. Bow, right in your mouth, dude. Don't scare me, dude. I'm an adult, and I have health issues. You could kill me. Our time is over for fun. We are adults. Our time for adult fun is bad. Adult fun is like drinking and doing stuff, whatever. Sex, that's what I meant by that. You know, that's adult fun. If you're an adult, say goodbye to fun. It's just work, and then stuff within work, that's kind of fun. People are going to have to find babysitters so they could go to Halloween parties. Why can't the kid go out on Halloween? Because you got to go shake that ass, or you got to dress up and show off your lats? That's why I'm anti-Halloween. We lost our way. It became all about sex. That was the problem. Halloween became too sexy. It became all about the sex. When it used to be about the treats. It's about sweets. Shouldn't have to go to like a corporate job and just be like, damn, Terry's got a big old ass on him. No one should get a boner on Halloween unless it's kids. You know, as the words were coming out of my mouth, I knew it was going to sound weird. I always think about like what we dress as for Halloween, or like what was popular for us, like dressing as in Halloween. So I kind of want to see like what are like the most popular costumes were in like different decades. All right, so it says here in the 1910s, the most popular costume was homemade ghostly figures. I don't even know what that means. Ooh, look at that homemade ghostly figure. Ooh, your homemade ghostly figure costume is amazing. The fuck is a homemade ghostly figure? And guess what? I know what it is. It's a sheet with holes cut in it. In the 1920s, the most popular costumes were gangsters and flappers. Kind of fucking badass, to be honest. Damn, dude, 1920s probably lit as shit. Just all kids like, meh. All kids just like knocking on doors with like fake Tommy guns, like, meh, you like that? Meh. And like all the girls were flapper girls. They were like, ooh, my heavens. Ooh, my darlings. And they had like those little like pasty curls that were like glued down to their forehead, like, oh, my dear sweetums. All clothes were cooler back then, too. Like, you ever see a video and it's panning and it's like, these are poor children during the Dust Bowl. They all have 3-piece suits on. They all look fresh as fuck. They were like, these children were so poor they had to eat potatoes. I was like, this dude's got a $700 suit on. All of these boys had to drink their own urine to survive. I'm like, that guy's got a Giorgio Armani suit on. Probably wouldn't be poor if he didn't spend so much money on his suit. This guy's wearing a suit every day to be poor. Does my house run on poop? Yeah. Do we have to burn our own fecal matter to survive the winter? Yes, but I'm not walking out of here without a 3-piece suit on. Yeah, so that was the most popular in the 1920s. And then in the 1930s, the most popular costumes were Mickey and Minnie Mouse. What a fucking historic run Mickey and Mouse has been on. Jesus. The 1930s. People have been dressing up like them for 100 years. If it wasn't for, like, Fantasia, I could have named one fucking thing Mickey Mouse has been in. Nothing. Goofy got his own movie. Goofy's movie means more to me than anything Mickey's ever done in goddamn stupid mouse life. Does Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse be having kids? Mickey and Minnie Mouse don't have kids. Probably because they're 100 years old and can't produce children anymore. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, in their heyday, they couldn't have kids. Goofy has a kid. You're going to tell me Goofy gets more pussy than Mickey Mouse? Minnie Mouse, arranged marriage. How do they not have kids? Where's the episode Mickey finds out he's sterile? You're going to tell me Goofy was clapping cheeks and having kids? Minnie Mouse didn't? Doesn't make sense. All right, so in the 40s, professions started to take over. It says the 40s and 50s, kids would go as firemen, or they would go as policemen, and like they would go as like electricians and shit. That's as blue collar as you could get. Like imagine like there's some kid fucking dressing up as a plumber. It's like, I'm Mickey Mouse. I'm a K-pop demon slayer. And like, what are you, Jeremy? He's like, I'm an apprentice plumber. That kid's gonna make it, brother. Because he's already got a business mindset. All these other kids are living in La La Land. You're not gonna be a demon slayer. This kid's an apprentice plumber. He even knew not to give himself the title of plumber because you know you gotta earn it. The most popular costumes in the 60s, it says, were militaries. Like militaries? Did I just say militaries? Military people. I don't know, soldiers? Dude, I'm fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I would never dress up as a soldier. One, it's stolen valor. You can't do that. I also love stolen valor videos. She's like, yeah, what's your battalion? She's like, oh, yeah, what's your TOS? Yeah, where'd you do basic training? Oh, really? Yeah, that's why they don't do basic training in Rhode Island, you fucking bastard. I knew this guy's stolen valor, dude. Why your boots like that? Those aren't standard issue boots. This guy's a fucking bitch, dude. I knew it, dude. This is stolen valor, man. Like, Danny, he's 5. I'm like, stolen valor. My friend died in that uniform. In the 70s, you started to see a little more, what's the word? Fucking variety. The Tin Man. I'll be honest with you, the Wizard of Oz is awesome. Not like that crazy, though. And don't get me started on the Scarecrow. If the Scarecrow didn't have a brain, he wouldn't be able to fucking speak or walk or do anything. You just sang a song, a full song with a choreographed dance. I'm pretty sure you have a fucking brain, you idiot. Scarecrow had a brain. He was just dumb as shit. If I only had a brain. Dude, you're speaking out of your mouth. They would have to cart you down the yellow brick road, dude, if you didn't have a brain. If I only had a brain. You have one! Hold on, let me call my dad. Because my dad was born in the 50s, and I want to see what he dressed up as. Oh, my God, he probably had horrible costumes. My grandpa, probably made him be, dressed up as, a super of a building.
Hello.
What's up, Dad? You're on the show, by the way. Quick question. When you were a kid, what costumes did you wear for Halloween?
Well, there was no purchasing of costumes in my house.
Oh, you weren't allowed to wear a costume because it was, against Jesus, right?
Up until we were, 8 or 9 years old, it was about this is not Christian.
The Devil's Night.
Yeah, and then people started coming to the door every year, and my father was like, come on, Mom.
Oh, Grandpa was the one that let you guys dress up for Halloween. I would have thought it'd be the other way around.
Yeah, Grandma was very, tight,
Way more religious than him, for sure.
He was actually headed for heaven. Grandpa was already knew he wasn't going.
Ew, Grandpa's in hell. Sick.
He was more of a realist,
Yeah.
Grandpa grew up in Italy. His father died, and he was in the war, taking care of his family by himself. So he was wearing costumes, disguises, masks, and everything else because he was in the black market robbing people. So.
And allegedly, maybe even killed a guy.
There was the rumors that a guy wound up dead after some kind of midnight dance with Grandpa in an alleyway.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
proven.
allegedly.
It wasn't proven.
It's alleged.
It wasn't proven.
But what'd you dress as for Halloween?
We had to make our own costumes. It was a sheet with a couple of holes, for a ghost.
See?
We were big on the hobo, the hobo.
Hobos with sticks and what was
stick
it?
And a handkerchief.
Yeah, stick and a handkerchief. I don't know what you could fit in a bandana, but a lot of people did that, hobos.
Yeah, my brother made a diaper.
So he just went as a baby? That's so funny.
And that's what we did. And a lot of kids did that. They made their costumes.
Did people dress as Batman and Superman when you were a kid?
No, the costumes, I think probably early 60s, 61, 62, they started selling costumes in stores. Like you get a mask and then a Batman thing, or a mask and a Superman thing with a cape, or Cinderella or something like that. Always had a mask.
Did adults dress up for Halloween back then, or is that more of a my generation thing?
Once in a while, you'd see adults going to some, party hall or something where they were having a dance and masquerade
party. Dad, those were orgies. Did you guys have people get poisoned on Halloween, or was that always just a tall tale?
That was big. That was a big thing when I was about 11 or 12. Somebody put razor blades in the apple so you could slide it in without seeing it, and kids got cut, when they bit the apple. And then there was somebody somewhere in the Bronx or something put some kind of poison or something in something. I don't know. But the big one was the X-Lax. People were putting
Oh, people would put X-Lax in candy, just make little kids shit their pants? That's awesome.
Kids would put X-Lax in chocolate bars or something like that, and then all the kids in school the next day would be shitting. That's kind of funny.
All right, Pop. I just wanted to see what you dressed as for Halloween.
It was mostly a bum.
I'm a bum right now. But yeah, anything you want to say to anybody? You want to plug your book? Where can people find your book?
You just go on Amazon and put my name in, and both of them come up.
All right, cool. So just search Danny Lopriore book on Amazon, and we can find your book.
Yeah.
All right, Pop.
Good luck. Keep going.
All right, bye. Love you.
I love you.
All right,
Later.
That was nice. Yeah, so my dad dressed as a bum. Never understood people that dress as bum. That handkerchief, man, you could fit a whole lot in that handkerchief. You really could. You really could fit a lot in that chief. In that handkerchief. But yeah, that was the big one. And then in the 1980s, the most popular costumes in the 1980s, Ghostbusters and the Breakfast Club. See, this is when people start to get good costumes, bro. Don't you forget about me. Just fucking freezing the fucking thing like this. Simpler times. And then in the 1990s, the most popular were Scream Mask. Was literally like Ghostface was like the most popular costume of the 90s, which is kind of wild to think about. Like in the late 90s, when did Scream come out? 96? Yeah, 96. Bro, Scream's about to be 30 years old. Holy fuck. Popular. I want to say like the most popular 2000s is probably like Y2K. Like, oh my god, the Spice Girls. Really? I didn't know that. Like, they made that big of, like, an impact, and that's for the time. So I'm going to tell you a list of things that I went for as Halloween before I get out of here. The first Halloween I ever dressed up, I was a pro wrestler, but I was my own pro wrestler, the Danster. And then I was a Ninja Turtle, I think, like 9 years in a row. I would just rotate, like, what color bandana I had on, and we just switched it every year, and I was Donatello, next year Michelangelo, then Leonardo, then that. But, yeah, do me a favor. Send, like, pictures of your Halloween costumes because I'm going to want to review them for, like, a video. You know how that works? Other than that, thank you guys so much for being here. Love you guys. Miss you. But guess what? I'm here every week now. Every week with me. Every week with Danny. Every week with me till you lose your interest. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to stay here forever. And guess what? How you're going to stay here forever? You're going to hit the like button. You're going to subscribe and get me to 100K. 1, so Joe likes me. And then 2, I could, like, I don't know, buy a giraffe or, open an IRA. We'll figure it out. It's the giraffe or the IRA. Peace. I am out of here. Oh.